ahead again with the
I kind of agree with you. There was nothing interesting.
All right. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to yet another review. And it's a great line to start on. Nothing interesting. I'm guessing you didn't like the episode.
Let's get on with a letdown.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay.
Is everyone half asleep, or what? Did you really hate the episode that much?
No, I'm fully
I
awake.
woke up
I
early.
had 2 shots of coffee.
I thought it was boring.
I for
I
one
got
liked
up way
it.
early. I went to get a haircut.
I love that there were so many new backgrounds and landscape shots. You know, like almost all these screenshots I have are just like wide shots of the new areas and stuff. That's kind of cool.
If you've been to a Chuck E. Cheese, then you've been to Los Pegasus.
Apparently, it's been Chuck E. Cheese.
I was expecting something like, you know, like casino slot machines everywhere, but no, Hasbro did not want to have angry parents, so they basically said, "Hey, let's do ticket games."
Oh, one sec. Little, should I go on Twitter real fast or something for you?
Oh no.
Yeah, I think there's something for like.
Yeah, I
Is
just
it
got,
is it related to the episode?
it's related to the live stream.
Oh yeah. So yeah. Okay. That's relevant.
Thank you,
relevant
Jessica.
Jessica McCartney, thank you for the awesome image.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. She sent art of everyone in the live stream group, or not everyone, but most of us, I think.
Oh,
Most of us were active, at
Most
least.
of the active ones.
Yeah.
All right, but back to the review. I feel like we started this off really pessimistic. I want to go on record and say I really
Yeah.
like this episode.
Applejack episode.
Yeah, well,
You're in
I
denial.
couldn't.
Well, I
didn't
am
predict what
happy
was going
for
on.
I am happy for Flim and Flam getting back together, but the rest of the episode just seemed a little bit boring.
really, I liked the first half. It felt like I didn't really know where I was going with
It started degrading slowly.
Like
Yeah.
usually My Little Pony
Usually, like,
episodes
the first part of the episode
they're
is just,
usually
like,
really
great.
predictable, and you can see the end coming
I
a mile
think the
away.
writer-
But
Yeah.
I think I know
honestly.
what the writers did. The writers
Couldn't
were
predict
like,
this one at all.
I think the writers were like, okay, let's make a great episode. And then the second half of the script's like, I
By the
want
way,
to
this
leave.
was
It
written
was
by
kind of boring.
Michael
It was-
Bogan.
You're kind of boring.
yeah,
No,
Mike
it was kinda
Vogel
boring.
is the Hasbro guy, so
Oh.
whenever he's
Can we-
It
involved,
was the story was by Michael Bogan,
Can we get the-
Tim Burke, and
Can we
Chris
get the
Stockbyatt.
last Hasbro guy who actually gave us a good episode?
Yeah.
wait.
What was that guy?
No, that's
the
just
guy
Mike
who
Vogel, I thought.
The guy who
Michael
wrote the
Vo-
Christmas episode.
Yeah, like Michael Vogel. I heard that guy.
Oh, no wonder this episode sucked. It was written by 2 people.
Yeah, no, that's like a
No,
trend
it
I've
was
noticed.
written by-
Whenever and
Yeah,
there's always
but-
too
wait,
many
wait,
cooks in
wait,
the
wait.
kitchen with season 6.
The Changeling episode, wasn't that written by
You're
2
telling
people?
me it
Yeah,
takes
same people.
3 people
Yeah, it's
to
the same
write a
people.
story.
But this one just
3
didn't feel like
people.
bland
It
compared
takes
to the
one
Changeling
person
episode.
to write a story.
Drummer Shot, it was 2 people, not 3. One person
No,
just had a
story
fancy
by
nickname.
Michael
Story,
Vogel.
the story is by 3 people, but it was written by 2 people.
Too
Wait,
many
what?
cooks
I
in the
don't
kitchen.
understand.
That's my review of season 6. Good night, everyone.
No, the one thing I can say about this episode is that it was kind of a letdown. I've been wanting to see Lost Pegasus for a very, very long time since they came out with that My Little Pony map. But it was just kind of bland. I was expecting something like Hollywood mixed it with Las Vegas, like something
Yeah.
that was
But now it looks
entertaining.
like some
What
kind of
I
big
got was all I got was just a fancy version of a
Chuck E. Cheese.
I mean, if you think about it, isn't Chuck E. Cheese like a watered-down casino for kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at
There's
least
more
it's-
gambling
That's a
involved.
fun way to think of it.
Well, at
I know,
least
but
it's-
think about it. Like, it was just kind of boring. And I have one question: was those 2 little twin ponies? Were they like brother and sister? Were they both guys, or was one of them a transvestite? I couldn't tell.
brothers.
What?
Which one?
they're
the one
both-
pony-
Brian's
the-
name are parodies. Whoever they.
Let's just go with the one that'll make Tumblr happiest.
Yes.
The transgenders?
Their preferred
Oh
pronouns are Zir
no!
and Czar.
I didn't know what they were. I was like, so is that a guy or a girl? Is that a guy with a mustache?
They were both
No, it's
guys.
a chest- okay, I couldn't
Yeah.
tell.
They're
They
brothers.
look like girls, though.
Would it be
I-
weird?
They
Couldn't
don't
tell
dress
at all.
like girls, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, by
I
the way,
guess
I will
that's what
say-
guys look like back in the old days.
I'm not gonna. I will say that was the most quickest makeup in the show's history.
Yeah, I can't
Quickest
defend the
makeup.
episode there. I liked how there was a bit of a twist there where they conned him and he conned him back, but it felt a little, like I liked the premise, but it was executed a little bit sloppily. I think. I mean, they just kind of ran out of time. It felt like.
Did you see
And then
it
at the end, they actually
I saw
called
it
when they
coming.
went into the office and spoke
I
with
mean,
him.
what are they supposed to do in 20 minutes? Is it
Yeah.
to
Also,
quote writers?
One other thing that annoyed me is was the entire ceiling just installed with microphones?
Apparently.
The PA system? Yes. Yes, it was.
It was just an entire microphone.
Just hidden
system.
speakers everywhere.
How is
maybe.
it plugged in? I mean,
It's
Like,
wall
why?
wireless.
Also,
Tootsie,
well,
you
it
work at
wasn't
an airport.
wireless.
Also, it would have been cool if we saw like more of Lost Pegasus, but all we saw
Speaker
was like
systems
mainly.
are unknown.
All we
Mainly
saw was.
just-
Yeah, we just mainly saw like the game system
And
like,
the
a roller
theaters
coaster.
and like
And
the.
that was about it. I was expecting something more, something I don't know.
I feel like this is what a
Cool.
casino is. This is more just like games and just
Yeah,
drinking
ticket
bars.
games.
And,
Cheese.
And just juice boxes, and then
No, cider because that was
no,
already
it's cider because
I'm gonna have
that's,
my own
it's
Las Pegasus.
it's the
Blackjack.
comparison of alcohol.
alcohol is cider and quite sugar.
That would have been funny if they did a reference
Okay,
like that.
that works.
That,
Hasbro Studios. Nice one. Nice one.
that is pretty good.
Yeah, good
No,
good
it would
one.
have been nice if one of them like first of all the guy as a real manager he would have like fired Clem for talking crap behind him.
No, but
Yeah,
you
I feel like that he
no,
would have
but
gotten
you
fired
just,
for that.
You
He
know
would have
what?
gotten fired for it.
But instead, he just is like just wants
Yeah,
to keep
you,
the business,
you're
just
just like
to try to
okay,
keep his
or
business
whatever.
alive.
Yeah, you're just like okay, whatever. Just stay in my casino and not kick them out. I mean,
the episode it was poor. It was I can just say it was just a letdown.
Wow, really? What were
Somebody-
you expecting?
Really?
I'm gonna go on the defensive and
I
defend this
was-
episode.
Oh,
I was
please
expecting
don't.
something much better than this.
Yeah, I was
Really?
expecting something more.
I liked it.
mhm.
Me too. I mean, I thought
It was unpredictable.
I felt
I
It
think
that
caught me off guard several
I
times.
was-
Yeah.
So not
I was-
predictable. You guys kept
Difficult
saying
could have
that.
been like more,
as
something
a
more
re-
better,
as a
but
review-
and everything was just more predictable.
As a review,
Well,
I would say I will give it like a way of how it could have improved itself. They should have did a part where the friendship problem was I don't know, two characters had a problem with gambling, and Applejack and Fluttershy. had
no,
a
you're
break-up
not
with
gonna
it.
get gambling in a TV show. It's probably illegal.
They,
Well,
they
gambling-
got
no, no.
away with
Gambling-
beer and
gambling
I'm
drinking.
putting
is-
7 bits on
No,
on
guys, look, gambling is ticket games. You have no idea. Ticket games are gambling, and it's a ripoff. Okay, that's still on the same boat.
Like, is
but-
I
that
know,
your
but
biggest
they
complaint,
couldn't-
Tootsie, that
they
there wasn't
couldn't-
enough gambling?
No, my biggest complaint is just it was kind of a boring episode. Like just from the beginning, it was like, okay, why is this character being introduced? Is he going to come back later? Is he a villain? And what a shocker, he was a villain. I understand that the episodes are predictable and have to be
Very
like that for little kids to understand, but
Well,
No, no,
if-
okay,
if
here's the
you're gonna
problem.
get a
We-
writer- no.
we-
If you're going to get a writer that actually does not predict the villain, there's got to be an episode in the future that's just like we predict the villain, but he's not actually the villain.
Well,
So-
there
Tootsie,
has to be an
would you
episode.
rather have a red herring or Chekhov's gun? Which would you rather have? Right.
The other.
I think we're yeah. Most people probably don't know what that is.
Okay, red herring is something that's not important at all. Chekhov's gun is you show a gun on the mantelpiece by the third act, it should be fired.
I just think I was hoping for a different approach with this episode rather than
A
just
red
the
herring
boring
is something
guy.
that looks important but really isn't.
And just
I
more
think-
excited
I
to
think one of
figure
the
out that he's a
writers
mean
should
boss
get
and it would
laid
just ruin his
off.
business. That's how it works with these business episodes.
Maybe my problem with this episode is that I was expecting my expectations to be blown away, kind of like the Changeling episode. But
What?
this was
Changeling
just-
episode was terrible, though.
Are you kidding me right now?
You
Are you
are
shitting
pretty
me?
good one. Out. That was the best episode I've
Oh my
seen
god,
so
this
far
is
this
this
season.
is just
This-
like
This one was written by the same people, and it had some of the same problems, but I thought it was much better.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
Are you literally joking? Is
Are
it
you
April Fool's
joking?
Right now? Are you
I am on.
Fight,
Tootsie's
I think
side.
Gladman is
I am
trying to
on
make us
Tootsie's side
argue.
right now.
honestly,
don't
this
drag
Let's have a
might
big
be
argument between episodes.
this might be one of the most boring episodes to
Thank
date.
you.
How can
The writers be like, if I can't find a friendship problem, I'll make a friendship problem.
this is so
Yeah,
much less?
exactly. I'm sorry, Little Shy, but I'm on Tootsie's side.
Thank you.
No.
It was
Yeah,
kind of
I'm on
boring.
Tootsie's side for today.
I'm on
There
I'm
was
on the
nothing
side of this.
interesting.
All right, everyone. It's about that time. We're gonna jump into individual reviews. So of course, feel free to talk as much as you want during individual review. But let's try to keep this review together. All right, Danatron, you want to start us off?
Okay, I liked it. I don't care what the rest of you think. I liked it. It caught me off guard several times. I first of all thought that Fun Flam would be fighting to put on an act and sell more tickets. And then I thought, okay, it's trying to be unpredictable, so the big boss guy is not going to be the bad guy. He was. Then they caught me off guard because I didn't actually notice it was Fluttershy in the costume at first. And then they caught me off guard by, oh yeah, that was all an act and we were putting on everything. And it caught me off guard so many times. It was one of the few episodes that was genuinely unpredictable. And I like that. So I would want to give it a high-ish rating because it wasn't perfect, but I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because the others are going to bring it down anyway.
Wow.
And dang it, I wanted
true.
to be a good
Oh,
start.
That is
I was gonna say,
too
it wasn't
high.
Hey,
gonna be
Anatron,
good.
you must not watch that many good episodes, do you?
No, he's doing it to spite us. That's
All right,
why.
all right, all
I'm
right.
giving it
That's
10
why
out
watching
of 10 to
Steven
bring it up
Universe.
from the bad scores you're all going to give it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Drummer Shot, you're next.
All
Ouch.
right. I was expecting something more like discovering Lost Pegasus and discovering that, and discovering all the entire cities and then discovering what Lost Pegasus is about. Honestly, it only showed one place of the area, and then the character. Why was Flim and Flim there in the first place? And honestly, it got interesting, but it just went down by the second half. Really went down. So. Honestly, this is probably one of the most boring episodes in all of My Little Pony, so I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10. It was boring.
Where's this
And
coming
this is
from?
why I gave it a counteracting score.
Well, I agree with that
We
now.
all have different opinions, all shows.
Remember, it's the
All right. Well,
internet,
speaking of
you're wrong.
opinions, Sonic Crew, you're next.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is again what I was not expecting at all. I was expecting more than just like, what we were getting, just like from like just that one location, and I do agree with Denatron. Like that one part where Fluttershy, like where she got caught in the costume was like, oh man, I thought they were gonna like, he's gonna caught him on the speaker, but then you already figured out that it was them, so that like threw me off. But it's just like crap, I forgot what I was gonna say. But like how it turns out like if we first thought like he was gonna be a good business owner, but then at the end here it turns out he's just a bad businessman, and it's just like we just ruin him. That's why I was it was predictable. But again, I really didn't like this episode, so I'm gonna get this 6 out of 10.
Wow. This is gonna be an interesting rating. All right, Lego Dude, aka Star Shadow, you're next.
Fingers crossed for lower than a 5. The full rating of this episode.
So, I'm gonna pull a George Washington and stay neutral in this debate. So
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
anyway,
Oh my god.
so I had a reading before you guys all mentioned this,
Hipster.
and I'm gonna stick with it, not letting it influence it. And I'm gonna actually go with a 9 out of 10 because I thought it actually did.
Watch better shows.
Yeah, you guys gotta watch better shows.
I watch YouTube.
That explains the
Doesn't
terrible
count.
rating.
Go back to your Smosh. No. All right. Tootsie Roll, you're
I
next.
watch
your
Smosh.
I know.
I don't watch Smosh.
Are they
Tootsie
still
Roll.
a thing?
Wait, Tootsie Roll.
I
Do you
like
want
to
to
watch
go towards the end for your
PewDiePie.
rant? You have to have a rant if you
Sure.
don't.
Oh, I have a rant.
Tootsie.
I
All right.
have a rant.
Yeah. Do your rant. You're
Yay.
next. Just do your rant now. Go.
I can't. I gotta pee.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, we'll come back to Tootsie.
All right.
Yeah.
Turtle Pain.
Okay, so again, like I'm kind of neutral in this episode. I didn't have any expectations for this episode because when I get ready for episodes, I expect ponies. That's about it. I expected it. I got it. So yay, low expectations. As for the like actual episode, I like seeing like newer combinations of the characters. Like Fluttershy and Applejack is one we don't see too often. So I kind of like seeing them interact with character interactions. But as for what they actually did, like the overarching story, it was kind of bleh. Like it was like, oh hey, who's this seemingly non-important character? Oh, they can't be a villain, right? And no, they're the villain. So yeah, predictable, but at the same time, like the show's more about character interactions. So, I'm not too bothered by it being predictable like that. As for the episode, like as a whole, it was still kind of boring for the most part. It was like, oh, they can't be. I can't talk to them. I'm mad at them. Why not? Because I'm mad at them. Well, why don't you talk about your problems? No, I'm mad at them. It's like it's this vicious cycle of okay, we get it. Don't do that when you're mad at someone. Talk out your problems, and it might turn out that you're not mad at them. So overall, I'd say this episode, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. Wasn't
Ooh.
great.
All right. Pretty divided reviews here.
Tootsie's back.
Is he back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. It's your
Here we
turn.
go.
It's a rant.
Okay, my first problem. Okay, this episode I have been wanting to see Las Pegasus since they first showed that map of Equestria, and I was thinking, holy crap, that's probably gonna be like a mixture of Hollywood and Las Vegas. Is probably be so cool. We'll get tons of references, tons of cool stuff. I was expecting something interesting, something new, something different, something whoa. But what we got was just kind of boring. This new character showed up. I was like, look, I even told you guys this during the first commercial. I was like, oh, why is this character randomly here? He's either going to be a villain or just a random character who's going to help out. Then at the end, oh, he's a villain. What a shocker. I could see the plot twist of the plot twist coming from a mile away because it was done in other shows a lot better. I will admit it was just pretty boring. It was boring just because all the characters were like, oh, why are you guys mad? Well, Vlad told me that I suck eggs. Or, no, wait, Vlad told me that this character said I suck eggs. Well, Vlad told me that you suck eggs because this character told me. Well, I'm mad at you. Okay. But he did say that. Okay, let's make up. That's pretty much how making up.
Girls.
Another problem another problem I had with it is just, I was expecting something, like, different. Like, I was expecting, like, I don't know. I understand they can't do much because it's a Y7 show, but hell, if you can get away with drinking, then I'm pretty sure you can get away with anything. They could have at least did more with the casino games. What they should have done with this episode is had like a friendship problem where one of the characters had like a gambling problem. Like I'm saying, I know they couldn't really do that, but they could have did something like a little different with them. Like maybe, oh, he bet the house or something, and they had to get it back by scamming another scammer.
They did that already back in Super Siders Speedy Squeezy.
Sorry, Squeezy 6000.
I'm saying I was like something more. Now I will go over the positives because there were some positives.
There were?
Yeah, there was.
Oh, I forgot to mention one positive.
What's that? The one positive was like it was nice to see Flim and Flam, but I have a question: are they still villains, or are they still good, or are they just meh?
They're just there.
Another thing, I like seeing the new background ponies. We haven't seen new background ponies like that since the Rarities Boutique episode in Cancer Lot with the new background ponies. I thought that was nice. And I will admit, the casino was kind of entertaining to look at, but other than that, it was just kind of boring. So my entire rating would probably just be a 4 out of 10.
Wow. That's like, these are some of the...
Oh, just one more thing before we go into Little Shy's review. There's one positive thing I would love to say. The reference to, somebody left the building. Like Elvis... God damn.
It's clearly a Black Griffin reference.
No! No, Elvis has left the building. The casino owner has left the building. That was a good reference because Elvis was showcased in Las Vegas, and there was a show in Las Vegas where they said Elvis left the building. That was a good reference, but still staying at 3 out of 10.
All right, I guess it's my turn then. I'm gonna defend this episode, but not because I thought it was the best episode ever, but because it had a lot of new great stuff. I love the new backgrounds, new location, I think Tootsie Roll mentioned new background ponies. That's always cool to see, more characters and design. Like even in the screenshot I'm showing right now, there's 3 ponies in the top right that we never see in the episode except for this screenshot, and they have that crazy design and everything. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of effort went into the background and the animation and all that sort of stuff. Even the story, I actually really like the story in this episode, even if it is some cliches and a little bit predictable at times. That's kind of, par for the course with My Little Pony. It's almost always predictable. But I really liked the basic story, even if it wasn't executed that well. I really feel like the dialogue was forced, the narrative was forced, just the characters didn't act realistic or anything. Like, I think TurtlePay mentioned, why are they arguing? Just, there's no reason for the arguments.
Yeah, it's the same problem with the Equestria Girls, honestly, the first one, I mean.
If they could have somehow fixed that, I would have loved the episode completely. But for now, I think I'm going to give it actually, I'm not sure. I didn't think about this ahead of time. I guess I'm going to go with a 7 out of 10. Just because it kept me interested and entertained, and 7's usually my normal mid-range for a pony episode that I like.
Rating of every episode.
Yeah, I mean it's high, but not super high. That's my normal rating, I suppose. So let me punch these ratings into our calculator here.
Okay. Need a drum roll?
Yes, drum roll, please, for the
Drummer Shy drum rolls.
for the Little Shy live stream review. Our rating for Viva La Pegasus is 6.2.
Perfect.
Dang it.
F.
That is
Over the
perfect.
top a little.
It's a 60%.
Yeah, at least it's low.
Wow, so this was definitely an episode we had a lot to say about. I'm sure I would like to see how our opinions change over time. We might have to rewatch this one together or something.
Oh, this is an episode I only want to watch once.
Yeah.
I want to keep. I want to keep the rest of my brain
It's
cells.
not an episode I would rewatch.
Wow. That's
It's
it's
watching
interesting.
this episode was like taking a load of shots.
All right, everyone. Those of you here that are live, we're going to stick around a little bit longer. Those of you watching the recording, thanks for stopping by and tune in next
You guys
time.
should come to the live stream.
Bye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.